Hi, y'all. Well, it's time for me to make some seasonal fall decor for our church. I like to do different things for the inside, the outside doors, and then some pots that are outside also. Well, I had ordered this little birch covered box that I thought would be very fall like and really cute. Well, it is really cute, but it was too small looking for the main table. I thought, oh no. I end up using them both, one for the top of the piano, and then I thought, okay, I got to make another birch box. I got to make one bigger. So I got some balsa wood at Hobby Lobby and asked my Randy to cut the sizes for me. And I had ordered some birch strips from Etsy. And basically, I'm just going to glue these on to each side piece of the box. I thought it would be easier to not put the box together until after I had the birch bark strips glued on there. So I'm measuring and just using what I have from what I ordered to glue these strips on using Titebond Quick and Thick. On the long box edges, which would be the front and the back, I extended the strips 1/4 of an inch on each side, and I'll show you why a little bit later on. To make sure my strips dried very flat on there, after I finished each little wooden piece, I put some books on it and let it dry probably a day or two before I got back to it. I was happy I guessed well when I ordered because that's all the pieces that I had left. My pieces are all dry, and I'm showing you here how I left 1/4 of an inch past on the long pieces. Right there. And reason being is so that when I put them together, when I glue them together, the strips cover completely the front and I don't have any of that raw balsa wood showing. There you go. You can see how that will be. But first, looking at the little box that I had already purchased, you can see that the tone is not the same. These strips that I got are more of a white birch, and I wanted to darken them. I ended up darkening both boxes. And to do that, I am using Pink Couture light brown sugar glaze. After the glaze was dry, I just used a hot glue gun to glue it all together, and then I also made sure on the inside that I ran some hot glue on every edge of the box, the base and then up the sides. Now it was just time to add some styrofoam completely, tightly to the inside of the box. And then put some Spanish moss on top. And here are some images of the florals inside the church. First on the piano, and then the main table. The table runners that I purchased were from Hobby Lobby, and the birch flameless candles are from Amazon. I also added a bow on the bigger arrangement using 3 different ribbons: a velvet, a plaid, and some caramel looking leather. For each season on the door decor, I like to do something unique, a little different. Both in the spring and the summer, I did do florals, but in the spring it was a basket, and for the summer it was a wreath. Now for the fall, I have ordered 8 leaves, wood cutouts, decreasing in size. Now that they have arrived, my first step is to stain them. So I've got kind of a brown walnutty stain in the center, and then I put a black gel stain on the outside, and I am blending them together. On the back, I can't remember, I think I just did black stain on the back. So that's the biggest leaf. Oh, that's also a big leaf. Now you see how it looks a little weird on the edges there? It's not clean. It's because I guess when they cut these things out, it burns it a little bit. But it doesn't matter because I am covering that up. Now this is, like I said, this is the back side of the other large leaf, and the reason I am switching the way they're facing is because we have double doors, and I thought it would look odd for them to be hanging exactly the same. I wanted them to look a little different. So this took a moment to get all these 8 leaves stained front and back. I ordered the big leaves from Amazon. I will have that link, all links in the description box. And for these letters, I ordered them from Etsy. I'm sure the people thought I was nuts. FLL, FLL, that doesn't spell anything. But the little leaf I'm painting right now, those leaves I got from Hobby Lobby. They have a little bag of different size leaves, different shaped leaves, like for $2.99. I did have to get 2 bags though, because there was only 1 big leaf in each of the bags. So I am painting them a very pretty fall orange color. Next up, Jesus. The script Jesus wood letters I also ordered from a different company from Etsy, and I want to do a faded in out of a fall goldish yellow and the orange. So I started with ochre yellow, and then I'm dipping in the little cup that has the orange and yellow mix, And then I'm dipping in a cup that is a little bit deeper with orange and yellow, and then the orange at the bottom. And again, I'm working kind of quickly so that my paint stays wet, so that then I can use a brush to kind of blend them together. While my letters were drying, I wanted to put some splatters on the leaves. So I was using my mix of colors. I did add water initially, but once they dried out, they were too light. So I went back with just full-blown straight paint, not watered. Just using a fan brush there, you just tap with your finger to create the various splatters. After those were done, I dried all 8 leaves, and then it was time to start gluing on my letters. I had to kind of figure out the configuration, where to place them so that they all fit, and then I used Titebond Quick and Thick to glue them on. And the word fall is on the biggest leaf. Next, it was time to glue on the word Jesus, which went on the second largest leaf. The rest of the words and the decor pieces that will be on these leaves will be either vinyl or painted. So I used my Cricut to design the size of my words and the style. And in some cases, I'm peeling the words away. In other cases, I'm peeling the background away. When I'm peeling the words away, that makes it a stencil. And when I am peeling the background away, I'm actually using the vinyl. So right here, I am peeling the words away. I will be painting the words. And what I have here is leaves and the words, he never. And the last word there is the word for. The next step was for me to get all of these words on the leaves. Now that one you just saw me do, he never, that was actually vinyl. Now with the leaves, this is a stencil. This is on the smallest leaf, and I've got to get it on there and then carefully peel that back off, and I'll set that aside because I'll be painting that word. I continue in this manner with all of the rest of the words on the leaves. The biggest problem with doing stencils is having bleed through. or even like if you're taping off something and wanting, like painting a wall with stripes and you're putting tape down. Here's the tip. Paint first with whatever your background color is. In this case, my background color was the stain, so I just stained again. And what you're doing is you're leaving a little bit of paint or stain on the edges of the letters there, so that when you peel it away, it will be brown on the edges. Now for these leaves, I am just painting them with a real pretty fall looking green. I'm going to be adding some other decorative little things, again using my Cricut as a stencil. But before I do that, I am top coating all of the 8 leaves with, I think I used Dixie Belle in satin. The purpose for doing that is because when I put the other stencils down and I'm painting whatnot, if I don't like what I'm doing, I want to be able to wipe it away easily. And I would not be able to do that if I had not sealed them first. And then of course I'll seal them again after all the things are on the leaves that are going there. showed a little smattering of painting the various leaves and flowers and acorns and things. Um, it would have taken hours to show you everything on all 8 leaves, so that just gave a general idea. Now I am measuring. Okay, these are going to hang. I am marking some little spots in 2 places where they're going to be connected together. So that's what I'm doing on each of the set of 4 leaves. 4 leaves, 2 sets. I don't know how you say that. Maybe that made sense. After drilling all the holes in the spots that I had marked, I sanded the backs a little bit because there was wood sticking out. Couldn't have that. Rather than using some basic jute twine, I had found at Hobby Lobby this twirly looking stuff that was in the fall ribbons. It's not really a ribbon, I don't think, but anyway, I thought that would be more attractive than just using jute because it has the colors of fall. So this is what I used to connect all the leaves together. Just cutting a piece, knotting at both ends. I did have to hang it up at the very end. I had to hang it up so that I could look and see if I needed to straighten, shorten, lengthen. Well, I couldn't lengthen because I'd cut it, but shorten the jute a little bit to make sure that they all hung straight, not crooked. I mean, the leaves are crooked, but the words can't be crooked. Another little tip to keep the ends from fraying, you can use fire just on the tips, just a tiny little bit like that, and they will not fray. So here's an image of it hanging on the inside, one of them on the inside of our front door. And next I'm going to show you at the church.